How's it going, guys? So I wanted to introduce a new car to the channel. This one's going to be pretty good. I think this is literally a childhood dream of mine, owning one of these. Yeah, I'll show you it, see what you think. It's a Range Rover L322 with a difference. There she is. Now you might be able to tell what it is. I don't know. You tell me. So this has been something I have wanted, well, since they came out, basically, since the first day I see them on Top Gear. But this is a Range Rover L322 580's, done by Overfinch. Now, there wasn't many of them made. I think they've done a 480's model as well, which was, well, in my opinion, not quite as good. But the 580's was the one I always wanted, and one of them came up for sale. It's a bit of a project, which I'm gonna take you through as well. So there's a fair there's a fair bit of work to do. It's under 100,000 miles, so it's quite a low mileage car. But it does need a bit of work. It's had a bit of a hard life. So yeah, that's going to be my project for the next couple, well, I don't know, probably the next year by the time I actually finish it. But the impressive bit is under here. So there she is. Now, I have covered the number plate up, which is nothing to do with you guys. It is just, I've had a few issues. I sold a car recently on Auto Trader and someone cloned the plates. So I've been a bit more cautious about, well, what I'm doing really. But there she is. So this is the 4.4 litre V8 tuned by Overfinch. So what they done was they basically stripped the engine down, similar to what Alpine had done with the BMW 5 Series. Stripped the engine down, changed the crank, bored out the pistons to 5 litre, uprated crank, uprated pistons, all that sort of stuff. So standard, I think these are like 280 brake, and well, it's probably a really bad video because I don't actually know what the figures are, but this is about 360, I think it is. But they've also tweaked the gearbox. There's different ratios in the gearbox on these, and to be honest, it's bloody quick. Like, for an old car, it's fast. I've got a new, or so it's not a new, sorry, I've got a 2019 SVR Range Rover Sport, obviously, and well, at some point I'm gonna do a drag race with the pair of these, because whilst this has definitely not got the top speed of the SVR, I'd say to 60, there's not much difference, and it sounds unreal. I mean, like, unreal. It's an amazing sounding engine, this. Like I say, this is like literally one of my dream cars, so I'm super excited about this, probably more so than anything else I've done recently. So yeah, like I say, it needs a bit of work. As you can see, I'll give you a little walk around, but the wheels need attention. There's the 580's badge. The bonnet unfortunately flipped up on the last owner, and yeah, well, you know, that needs attention. Inside, you'll see it's got the full carbon pack. Oh, that's going to be annoying. I'll shut that. So it's got the full carbon pack, steering wheel, all of the inlays on the seats, on the doors, sorry, on the dash. It's got the full Overfinch, if it focuses. So the full Overfinch gauges. Obviously it's a Vogue model. The dash is all wrapped in leather. More carbon, carbon on the gear stick. That's pretty much the only differences internally. Obviously you've got the Vogue seats, and in the back you have the Alpine head units in there. But other than that, a bit more carbon. You have the rear boot spoiler, And like I say, at the back end, it's just a cool looking car. Super cool. So yeah, you'll have to come along for the ride on this one, because this is going to be a wicked project, and I'm super stoked to be able to even own one of these, because they are like, they're rare. Like you barely ever see them come up for sale. So this one coming up for sale under 100k. All right, it needs a bit of work. Most of it's cosmetic, but super excited, super cool car, and I'll do a few more videos on what I'm doing. First thing to do, the air suspension's not working, so I'm going to do a video right after this one on taking the front airbags out and what to look for. But yeah, everything I do will document. I mean, the rust is not too bad on this. So it's got a bit of bubble in here, and if it focuses, it's had a horrible repair here. The other side's not too bad, but I've actually had it up in the air, and whilst this is all not great, it's by no means the worst I've seen, and underneath is actually pretty good. So we'll probably cut this out, fully cut this out, and weld a whole new piece in here, because I want to make this literally like I want to make this car factory back to how it left Overfinch, and I want it to be mint. So this is a car I'll probably never sell. It's one for the collection. So yeah, I want it done right, and well, it just increases my love for the L322 really. So yeah, stay tuned guys. Like I said, next video we'll be changing the front airbags, front suspension struts, because they are knackered. You'll probably see that the rear's sitting, well, I'll show you, but the rear sits up nicely, and the front's sitting low, so you see the front's all sat down there. You can't really tell. It looks all right, to be fair, from here, but it's not. Believe me, it's not. So yeah, catch up with you soon guys. Cheers for watching.